So I totally forgot I had another countdown to do this week. These are my top 10 movies of the 2000s. Top 10 favorite 2000s movies. So now keep in mind, these are my favorites. Don't get mad if I have something on here. You know, why is he got that as one of the favorites? I have some honorable mentions as per usual. So we'll start it with the honorable mentions, and we have Dukes of Hazzard, which I think is the better of the two Dukes of Hazzard movies that they made. You know, I know they made a couple of ones for TV, but the second one, or the beginning was made for TV as well, but that was sort of in this same continuity, but this is the better of the two. Sean William Scott, Johnny Knoxville. I love watching this movie. I haven't watched it in a while. I should do a review on this. Sometime after Christmas, I guess. Fast and the Furious. I know it goes beyond 3000s, but I should just hold this up because these three, right? So I think, yeah, because there was 2001, 2003, and 2006 that these came out. So these three, I could watch any of the Fast and Furious movies and be okay. So all three of these I'll put on my list. Because like I say, it's one per franchise, but if it's honorable mention, I can just say, we got the Dark Knight trilogy. The first two, specifically, more so Batman Begins, because I prefer that over the Dark Knight. I'm the only person in the world that prefers that over Dark Knight, as you know from my reviews. G.I. Joe and the Rise of Cobra. Now, this is not a perfect movie. No movie is perfect. But, I will never... while I don't, I don't hate Retaliation, you'll never hear me stand up for anything in that movie. Just because they killed off Duke to make it The Rock's movie. It's the only reason why they did it. Sure, he had a contract, he had to come back, they killed him off, whatever, but they did it to make it The Rock's movie. His Duke is the leader of the G.I. Joes. The only G.I. Joe that comes back in that one is Snake Eyes, really. After Duke dies, he's the only one left. But, spoiler alert. I always prefer this one, and I was always pissed off that they didn't bring back, they had a story to continue here. They did, but with none of the characters that started that story. But I always like this one. Pineapple Express. Always really liked this movie. Seth Rogen and James Franco. Very funny film. Very good. Secondhand Lions, a very heartfelt film, a very good film from 2003. Haley Joel Osment and Michael Caine and Robert Duvall, very good. Now, I included Terminator 2 as a honorable mention. A late honorable mention in my 90s movies. No, I think it was a regular honorable mention. No, it was in my 90s movies, wasn't it? It was the first Terminator in my 80s movies that was a late honorable mention. But I included Terminator 2 in my top 10 for the 90s movies. And I had to put this at least honorable mention. And that's Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I don't get all the hate for this. I think it's a pretty good film. A ballsy ending. Yes, it negates everything they did with the first one. Or the first two. So does Dark Fate. And I still don't mind Dark Fate either. Timeline. Another Paul Walker film. A very good film about time travel. It's a little confusing. I need to do a review on it because I did Time Cop, so I should do this one. But yeah, decent film. Harold and Kumar. Let's see. Go to White Castle. I think the only one that I can put on here. I don't know. Guantanamo Bay, but I always prefer Go to White Castle over Guantanamo Bay. But so, and you might see a review for the third one. We haven't done the first two yet. I know, but it's a Christmas movie, so I might do it. I'm contemplating, because I'm like, do I want to do I did Christmas Vacation, but it's not really connected to the other vacation movies, sort of. But then, I don't know. Let's do that one last, because I think I'm going to get flack for that one. Rush Hour. All three of these films came out between 2001. I think the first one came out in 1999, actually. But, like, Rush Hour 2 is good. Rush Hour 3 is great. Had a date, you know. The Rush Hour 2, 3. I saw it twice. I saw it once with a friend of mine, and the second time with my then girlfriend. But, yeah, pretty good movie. Pretty good movies. Shanghai films. More Jackie Chan. I like both of these. If I had to pick one, it'd be Shanghai Nights. That's the first one I saw first, and I really enjoyed that more. Now, this is where I think I'm going to get flack. Don't hate me. This isn't an honorable mention. This is an honorable mention. And then there's another MCU movie that came out about the same year. It's in my top 10. And it's pretty far up there. And you're wondering why I put that in there and not this one. And it's Iron Man. I know. I like all of that Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. But I had to include this as an honorable mention, or else I'd probably get kicked in the nuts for not including it in some way, shape, or form, because it started the MCU. There you go. Alright, so that's the honorable mentions. We'll move those to the wherever we can move them, I guess. I don't want to put them on a 4 because I get stepping on the other ones. So I finally put them away today. Now we got our top 10 right here. Top 10 movies of the 2010s. 2000s. The 2000s. So, starting off at number 10 is Star Trek. J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. Going into this, I didn't know a lot of Star Trek. I'd seen a few episodes of the original series. A couple things here and there. The Wrath of Khan. So going into this, I didn't know much. And it doesn't matter because they totally rewrote it and changed everything. And I kind of like that. People are like, oh no, you can't change Star Trek. You can't change Star Trek. But it was a ballsy move. It was bold. And I absolutely loved it. Number 10. It came out in 2009. But number 10, Star Trek. Number 9 is Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. I said it. I know people say the other two movies are better, but I've always liked The Fellowship of the Ring. I had a special edition VHS, 2 VHS tapes, and it was a long-ass watch. Had to watch both tapes until I got the DVD sets, and I watched those, and I got the Blu-ray set, which I haven't watched yet, but I will. I still enjoy Fellowship of the Ring, which is the one I'm talking about here. It's great. It's a great start. It's very good. Nice, cinematography, score, everything. Great. Number 9. 8. Stupid. Number 8. That's not on number 8. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, admittedly, I enjoy Prisoner of Azkaban more. But like I said, it starts franchise, and that's why this... I mean, I don't know how many times I watched this fucking movie before the other ones came out. I had a VHS... Constantly rewatching. Got the DVD. Rewatch. This is the one I watched the most. I watched the first 3 the most. So I like those. But, yeah. Very good. Number 7. Rocky Balboa. Now, this is the whole franchise here. I don't have it separate. Rocky Balboa. I didn't include any of the Rocky movies in my 80s ones. No, Rocky 4 should be an honorable mention. And the only 90s movie that Rocky was in was Rocky 5, and we ain't talking about that. But Rocky Balboa is heartfelt. After what they screwed up with Rocky 5, even though I don't mind watching Rocky 5 now, it's not, it's not a terrible movie. It's just, it is the worst Rocky movie. I'll tell you that much. I don't mind watching it. It has a heartfelt message. So does this one. After they sort of screwed up the ending to the Rocky franchise with Rocky 5, Rocky Balboa came along and changed that up a bit. You know, it showed Adrian had passed away, and he had tensions with his son after they made up at the end of Rocky 5. I don't know. But it's very good storytelling, very good film. I enjoy it. Number 6 is Transformers. Now look, Michael Bay has done he has a commentary on here. Transformers movies, but some of them are good. I mean, this one, the third one, and Bumblebee, which he didn't really have much to do with. But this is still one of the best. I still prefer this over any of the sequels, actually. I mean, I like the third one, all right, and Bumblebee. But this one would be, like, number one. Eventually, I'm going to review these movies. It's the Transformers live on your screen. What can you say, Absolutely liked it. I like the film, absolutely love it. I don't love it. I like it just fine. Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, action-packed, explosions. It's great. And then they repeated the same thing for the next 5 films, or four films, and kind of run into the ground. But this is the first one. It did it first, and it was pretty good. Here we go. Number 5. The Incredible Hulk. Now, before you start going at me, alright? This movie is the red-headed stepchild of the MCU. Barely any continuity from this film kept with it. Blonsky is still alive, been taken somewhere. We don't see what happens. What happened to Betty? We don't see what happens. The only continuity we keep is General Ross shows up later and becomes Secretary of Defense Ross, I think. But otherwise, we don't, yes, it was Edward Norton instead of Mark Ruffalo. Yes, Edward Norton didn't want to do any more after this, and, he wasn't aware they were trying to actually build a franchise. He only wanted to do one film, so they brought in Mark Ruffalo. And because there's problems with the rights at Universal, they haven't done a standalone Hulk film in a while since this, But it is a good film. I don't hear anything good about this, except for some. Looking at you, Lee McCoy, Drum Dums. You like this movie. I know you do. It's a redheaded stepchild. Doesn't get enough love. It needs to get more love. Number 5. Number 4 is National Lampoon's Van Wilder. I like all 3 of these movies. This one, it gets me every time. With the, half the stuff in this movie I can't really talk about. If I ever do a review of this, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. But it's a good movie. I love the gags they do with the dog and the Swiss rolls, or whatever it's supposed to be called. They're very good. It's very good. Yes, it's a 4K. I don't have 4K, but I watched the Blu-ray. It's a good movie. Number 4. Number 3 is The Butterfly Effect. Came out in 2004. Ashton Kutcher. Still the best of the Butterfly Effect films. There's 3 of them. This one is the best, and then Butterfly Effect 3 would be the next one. That's pretty good. And then 2 is meh. And it goes down to the ending. Sometimes movies can be okay, and then the ending comes, and it's like, like this one. You get The Butterfly Effect. It's a good film. The Okay, I don't want to. Don't watch the director's cut, as I don't want to ruin it unless I do a review. But the director's cut ending sucks ass. It's terrible. Watch the regular version. It gives you a choice on the Blu-ray. Watch the regular version. The director's cut ending sucks ass. If I ever do a review for these films, which I want to, I'll get into it. But just, the regular version, number 3. This is number 3. Number 2 is Spider-Man 2. People say, oh, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, best Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man Far From Home, best Spider-Man movie. Well, kind of, yeah. But I still like this movie, man. Introduced Dr. Octopus. It's got heart. I never liked the whole Harry turning against Peter. Even though that was done in the comics and the cartoon series, it just kind of never liked it. He's supposed to be his best friend. But yeah, number 2, Spider-Man 2. And number 1, again, this is a franchise, so I'm going to take the disc, is X2, X-Men United, an honorable mention for the first X-Men, but X2, X-Men United, one of the best X-Men movies ever made. I may have another X-Men movie in my top 10 of the 2010s, but number 1 is, of course, X2, just the action, the cinematography, the better special effects than the first one. Story is great. Characters are great. One of my favorite X-Men, Kurt Wagner, a.k.a. Nightcrawler, is in this movie. Absolutely love it. Absolutely great. That's number 1, X2. So what are your thoughts on my list? Let me know in the comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. What's your top 10 movies of the 2000s? Maybe there's more out there. Who knows? I had a short list. Whatever. Let me know. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you.